It's time for a little bit of science. I'm Will Grant, an Associate Professor in Science Communication at the Australian National University.
And I'm Rod Lamberts. I'm a 30-year science communication veteran with the mind of a teenage boy.
And today, well, we've been at the Beach Large Hadron Collider.
Yeah, drinking in swimming cocktails. In fact, I'm still there. I don't know where you are.
Of isotopes and science and stuff like that. So rather than giving you our regular pile of science,
We've saved you something delicious. We've been squirreling away little snippets throughout the millennium, and you're going to get a bunch of those right now. It's going to be fab.
enjoy. So there's a couple of big theories about physical hotness, beauty, attraction,
Oh, that
looking
kind of
good,
Yeah.
looking good.
Keep talking.
The major theory is that the point of being hot is to signal to potential mates,
That you have a raging erection that can ejaculate 9 times a minute.
or something like
Or
that.
really fertile eggs.
But or really fertile eggs, but generally that you're good quality, that your children, the children that you make together, will go on to make more good children. So in a sense, it's a bit of a communication thing that,
Yes,
that
it is.
one side is communicating to the other, I'm hot, and the other side has to be able to pick up those signals.
Are you going to say some people are hot blind?
I don't doubt people are hot blind, but
I can't tell if they're
that's
attractive.
that's not the story today. But other people might be arguing that actually, yeah, maybe that's going on, but maybe there's other things as well. Maybe there's some inherent biases due to like how we're wired.
Oh, literally wiring, not culture.
No, yeah, wiring, like
Okay.
wiring. There might be some other things going on.
Yeah.
The question is here, what makes hotness? And some researchers have said, is hotness species specific? Can humans tell hot humans? Or,
Can they tell hot antelope?
yes.
What?
Yes. Can we go cross-species hotness?
That is one superb looking pike.
Now, you went straight to humans rating antelopes. I
did.
But a team at Stockholm University, they wanted to test it, and they went the other way. They
Antelopes
wanted
rating humans.
Yes.
Obviously, always go with herd animals.
Well, they didn't go with antelopes.
Okay.
They got a bunch of chickens.
Oh, for fuck's sake, chickens. Imagination, Finland. Or where are they from?
No, but chickens.
Stockholm,
I mean,
Swedes.
it was either going to be mice or chickens.
That's true.
You're not getting like elephants.
Rats. No, like
Yeah,
simians.
you could. Yeah, but that's too close
true.
because they might be looking at hands or something. I mean, we
So
share
does a
hands.
chicken look at the Victoria's Secret fashion parade and go, "Brrr," for example?
You'd be surprised.
Oh, I would.
You'd be surprised.
Okay.
So, first of all, they trained the chickens first to peck at visual stimuli on a computer screen. Like, just if you peck at the thing, you'll get a reward. So, first of all, we've got to train up the chickens for that.
How was work today, honey?
Just to clarify, of the 6 chickens, four lady chickens or hens and 2 cocks or Mr. Chicken.
Mr. Chicken.
Mr. Chicken. So, next, they made some human faces.
Made.
Yeah. So what they did is they got a whole bunch of pictures of actual people, averaged them through a computer to make an average human face.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely human. Like there's the picture, and then what they did
Definitely human.
is they tweaked them in a bunch of known parameters to make them more masculine
Yep.
or more feminine,
Right.
and to dial up the hotness of the
Did you
woman or
just
the.
push the make hotter button?
I think roughly. I mean, there's some science in there that I don't have that bit, but
Hotgorithm.
the hot parameters, they dialed
Okay.
it up. So they had a scale of 1 to 7. So
The obvious top end of hotness.
it's a like-it scale, man.
Sure, it can be whatever you want.
Well, actually, they did use the other classic 0 to 10. First, they got some undergraduates to rate these faces to say how desirable would it be go on a date with the portrayed person. They got seven undergraduate men, 7 undergraduate women.
Yep.
I don't know their sexuality here. Wasn't reported in the paper.
But they probably had one, but yes, it would be good to know.
Well, no, not necessarily. But anyway, they rated them. And so just to say, where do the humans rate these people? That's
Yes.
the hot one. That's the not hot one.
Yeah.
There you go. So once they had the human rating of hotness of the faces, they put the chickens back in. And so the chickens would see a face. First, they trained them on face pecking in general to see if they would, they'd react to faces. Then they gave them options, the hotter face or the less hot face.
Yeah.
Turns out chickens prefer almost identical the same rate as human preferences for hotness.
How do they show their preference? They peck more on the thing they like?
They peck more on the one that they like. So if there's options, they will choose they're more likely to choose the hotter face.
Ooh.
So here's the thing. Chickens, cross species, like chickens obviously know what chicken hotness is. Obviously.
Well, obviously. Yeah.
But they are also able to tell to a correlation of 0.98. Like you look at this graph and you're like,
that's ridiculous.
That is the same thing. They can tell which one is the hotter human. So
basically undergraduates are like chickens.
Well, there's that.
This is what I'm hearing.
So there you go. I don't know what that means for the theory, but it does suggest that other species can tell which of us is hot. And if you look at a dog and you go, that's probably a hot dog.
An attractive canine.
Then other dogs probably think that too. In fact, there was a related study. Indian miners were trained on pictures of peacocks.
As in the birds, not the people who dig things.
Were trained on pictures of peacocks. And they all showed a preference for the peacocks with the most magnificent tail.
We all do. We all do.
So there you go. And it let the researchers come up with the title at the end of their paper, Chickens Prefer Beautiful Humans. And I'm just like...
Do better. Do better. Hot chook.
Hot chook, hot human.
Look, I got a lot of questions, but I'm glad that science does this.
In 2007, Billy Baker, he'd been working on a book about jugglers.
Oh, and I've always wanted to read a book about jugglers.
Well, you can go and check his book. So, I don't know, 2007. I assume he's finished or he's given up on it.
You would hope. No, he's like George R.R. Martin. I'm so fucking close this time. 15 years. I just need 15 more years and I will cover all juggling.
But there was a controversial movement at the time to turn the performance art of juggling into a competitive sport. I don't know where that ended up.
Is it aggressive?
That is not the point of this story.
Oh.
But part of his reporting had involved diving into internet juggling forums. So he's in 2007 internet. He's going on the forums. Yeah. One day, one of the juggling forums had a non-juggling side forum, like where you can chit chat that's not juggling related. Like
this is more about polishing your battens.
Could be whatever.
Yeah.
Could be whatever. And some guy, whose name turned out to be Andrew Gardikis, posted something called Super Mario Brothers 1. The guy, Andrew Gardikis, was a 17-year-old in 2007 who wrote, "My record of 5 minutes and 9 seconds was broken. I'll tie it eventually. Ugh." And what Andrew was mentioning there is that he, at the time, had the world record for the fastest speed run of Super Mario Brothers 1. Now, Super Mario Brothers 1, total classic game.
Old school.
Like, massive, massive, massive game. And I think it still remains the biggest selling video game of all time.
Serious?
Yeah, like it was huge at the time. And so having the world record on that is a thing. And just to confirm for now, Andrew Gardikis is one of the 3 people who have achieved the perfect possible time of 5 minutes and 8 seconds. So
serious.
Don't worry, Andrew's fine. But the story,
Well done,
the story took a twist for Billy when he was like, "Oh, there's a link to twingalaxies.com, the official electronic scoreboard." Now, Billy Baker, he's not a video game person, but he said, like everyone of his generation, I was hooked on Mario. In the 80s, Mario was huge. Everything was there. Yeah. So he was like, why is some 17-year-old in 2007, someone who was born in 1990, long after the game, he would have never experienced the Mario Brothers peak of 1980s.
Yeah.
Why was he fanging to get the top record? And so he's like, I want to know a little bit more about this. So he contacted a guy called Mr. Kelly R. Fluin, who, as Billy says, always signs his correspondence this way, who was both a 29-year-old gas station attendant in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and the senior referee at twingalaxies.com. So he was in charge of the video game records. So Billy called up Kelly and said, I want to know about these, so why does this guy care about this record? And then they got onto a big topic about, it was like, the classic games, that's like, there's records in all games all over the place. And, there's so many games out there that people can have records all over the place.
Yeah.
But the classics, they're the big ones. Like that's where...
Donkey Kong.
That was there.
Lode Runner. Obviously Pac-Man.
Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, Tetris. Now this
strangely and soporifically.
Oh
addictive.
My God!
Yeah.
Tetris.
Yeah.
And so Billy is like, "Oh, Tetris. That's really interesting." Because I don't play games much. My wife doesn't play games much, but we've got an old Nintendo Game Boy floating around the house, and Tetris is the only game we own. And my wife, she'll sometimes dig it out to play when we go on airplanes or on long car rides. And what Kelly said next, he'll never forget. Mm-hmm. Because Kelly said, well, the world record is 327 lines. And Billy is like, but my wife gets 500 or 600. No problem. And Kelly just went, ugh. I love a bit of cryptozoology. For those out there not versed in the long words, cryptozoology is the hunt for the mythical animals.
Your Loch Ness monsters.
Loch Ness monster?
Your big feet.
Big's feet? I mean, I don't think I would ever be the kind of person that would go out there and actually hunt for one. The jackalope.
That's a rabbit with dog's ears nailed on, or a dog with rabbit's ears nailed onto it and fangs.
Close. Yeah. So the jackalope is a North American mythical cryptid animal. Mm-hmm. It's a rabbit of some sort, a jackrabbit often, but it might be rabbit, hare, and it's got horns. It's got horns.
Like an antelope.
Yeah, so jackalope, jackrabbit, antelope, jackalope. In fact, jackalopes are a fun thing for taxidermists to do. Since the 1930s, there was a guy in Wyoming and his brother, named Douglas Herrick. They get a bunch of rabbits, they get a bunch of deer antlers, chuck them together, and put them up, and sell them. And so, there's your jackalopes.
Your rabbit with horns.
And so they're pretty popular all throughout bars in a lot of areas like Wyoming, South Dakota, sort of western states in America.
Honestly, I really want to go to those bars now because that's just hilarious.
Oh, it's great. It's great. In fact, the Wyoming legislature has considered bills, and plural here, I don't have the confirmation here, to make the jackalope the state's official mythological creature.
And all state needs one of those.
It does.
Like the Florida one is Florida Man?
No, I don't think that's mythical. I don't think Florida Man is close to mythical. But America might not be the origin story of the jackalope because ideas of horned rabbits go back a lot further.
Why?
Who doesn't want to think about horned rabbits? Like they're rabbits with horns. So there's like a 13th century Persian work where there's there's a picture of a rabbit with a single horn, like a unicorn. There's stuff in medieval and Renaissance Europe. It's called the Lepus cornutus, or horned hare. Or even in Germany, it's called the Wolpertinger, where, there's a rabbit that's got horns, and that one's got wings as well. And I don't know about the wings. The wings might be
So now I'm interested if it can fly as well.
But the interesting thing, throughout the European literature here in the 16th, 17th, and 18th century, it's treated as totally real. Like, don't worry, there's rabbits out there with horns. There's normal rabbits and there's rabbits with horns.
There's horn rabbits, yeah.
So, there's a bunch of books with Latin names. History Naturalis de Quadrupedis Libri.
The Natural History of Four-Legged Animals Library.
Yeah, by Johannes Jonstensson.
We don't have to tell me that.
Yeah, exactly. That was in the 17th century. And it's like, here's a picture of the horned rabbit. Totally legit. There it is. That's what it looks like.
And by picture, they mean drawing?
Well, yeah, drawing. Yeah, drawing. Yeah,
proof positive.
So definitely here's a drawing with pencils, but we couldn't have made this up.
No.
Like that.
No, it's impossible.
It would be impossible.
If you didn't see it, how the hell could you draw it? Yeah.
There's others in the 16th century in the Animalia Quadrupedia et Reptilia, in brackets, Terra.
Why is it always quad?
Well, they're like, we want to look at the quadrupeds. So none of the bipeds.
No birds can be
No, we're
weird.
not doing the bipeds. No, that's in a separate book.
Ah.
That's the other book.
Bipedia.
Yeah. Anyway, the whole thing, they were like, no, these are totally legit. We just don't see them very often.
Right.
Up into the 18th century. But then scientists came along and ruined everything. They're like, no, there's no such thing as horned rabbits. Horned rabbits.
And let's describe humour too. That'll make it better.
But I want to show you some pictures.
Okay.
So these are rabbits from Northwest America quite recently.
This is Last of Us, like mangled mutant creatures.
Yeah, they are mangled mutant creatures.
They got horns coming out of all over their face.
All over their face. There's been an outbreak recently.
I had a feeling.
There's been an outbreak, but it has been something that has been observed not too regularly, but it does happen.
Is it called Jackalopes?
Not quite. It's the Shope papilloma virus.
Oh.
So in 1933, Richard E. Shope He's an American virologist who also discovered the cause of the 1918 pandemic, the Spanish flu. He worked right out what was going on. He said, it's influenza. He figured all that out. But anyway, he heard that some hunters had found some horned rabbits. And he's like, got to check that shit out. And he's like, oh, you know what this is? He got some specimens, isolated these horned rabbits, and they definitely have growths coming out of their heads.
From those photos, there's crazy. No question. Yeah.
These are often these are the recent ones.
Yeah.
But he found the same things, and they can have all sorts of horned growths coming out of their heads. They look just wild.
Suffering.
Not too much.
Okay.
So no, it causes no pain to them. It can kill them if the growths get to a point where they can't eat. Like if the growths
that would, yes,
coming out of their mouth
you can't
or something
get
like
food
that.
In there, yeah.
But otherwise, they could just have a horn, or they could just have bits coming out of their face.
And maybe the lady rabbits dig that.
They might. Like it's a cancer-causing virus.
Papilloma.
Yeah, papilloma.
Like,
and it's the first one that was detected. So in 1933, Richard Shope, virologist and a legendary figure in virology, found what was the first of the oncoviruses. These are viruses that cause cancer in these rabbits, growing these weird growths that are cancerous but fairly benign in the way that they are.
Does this mean for the human papillomavirus, the way you can tell if a lady has it is there's all these horns growing out of their lady areas?
I did not think that's what you would ask. And so I didn't do the research. And
you can get back to me.
I'll take that on notice.
Send me a text. Because you can imagine, like, how the hell do we know? It's like, I can tell.
So there's been a bit of an outbreak and people are seeing a lot more of these photos now. And here's my question. Is that the jackalope? Is the jackalope a real thing that is just a virus that's been going through rabbits and hares?
Highly possible. Entirely possible. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, likely? That's wild.
I like the idea that cryptozoology can someday not give a new species, but maybe some weird thing out of nature might actually mean that some cryptids
actually based on things people really did see.
Yeah.
As opposed to got drunk, hallucinated, and just made shit up.
So there you go. Dragons,
That's cool.
Obviously real. Well, that was your little bit of science for the week.
Your holiday edition, your special by the pool wearing a bikini edition.
But because you're on holiday, you know that you still have the power to give us the rating that you need to give us.
Yeah, 7 stars on every app, even things that don't do podcasts.
Yeah, go out there and rate it on like a recipe app.
And Uber and Yelp. Is it Yelp still a thing?
I think so.
I don't know, I'm at a restaurant.
And listener, if you've got some topics that you want us to explore,
tell Will.
How would we tell Will?
His number is 0405.
Not like that.
Cheers at alittlebitofscience.com.au.
Do that. We want your stories.
Yeah, we want to hear from you.
Love you, listener. Enjoy the Pina's Colada.
Oh, and the...
Pina Colada.
Pina Coladia.
Pina Coladia.
Of the clay.
Pina Coladi.